Good morning students. So today we will continue the next question of the exercise 1.3. Now you know that till question 9 we have seen in the last video. So today we are continue from the question number 10. But one question is remaining in your exercise, that is question number 8. Now question number 8 is similar to the question number 6 and 8. Okay, 6 and 9. So what you have to do first in that question, first your function is f of x is equals to x square plus 4, and this function is defined from r plus to close 4 to opening. Okay, so this is the question function we are having, which we have defined. It is given in the question number 8. Now the question is show that the function is invertible, then find the inverse of the function. Okay, an inverse of the function is given in the question, that is f inverse of y. They have given that this is the inverse is equal to under root y minus 4. So in this question they ask us to show this the function is an invertible function. So whenever we have to show the function as an invertible function, first we have to show this that it is 1 1 and onto. Now you are very clear with the definition how to show 1 1 and onto. Take x1 and x2 belongs to r plus, and f of x1 is equals to f of x2. Okay, then you use the definition of this, that means x square plus 4 is equals to x2 square plus 4. 4 will, sorry, not x1 x1, sorry for this mistake. As 4 cancel, so you are getting x1 square is equals to x2 square. As x1 and x2 belongs to r plus, so you will get x1 is equals to x2. Remember students, it is given r plus, that's why this is 1 1 function. Otherwise it is not. Okay. So x1 is equals to x2. Now second thing is onto this. For onto what we are doing? We are taking f of x is equals to y. So f of x is equals to x square plus 4 is equals to y. So x square is equals to y minus 4. So x is equals to under root y minus 4. Okay. So now from this, what can be the range? Range means for this the value. Now this value is always belongs to where? So this is belongs to 4 to infinity. Okay. Now this value actually y. Okay. When this will be exist, if y belongs to, that is if y belongs to 4 to infinity, then only this value is valid. And 4 to infinity means our range. So this can be the, this is an onto function. So ये आपको prove करना है. This is we have to prove that how to write down everything I have explained in the last question, also in the question number 9. Similar question is this. So you can show this. If you show this, this is a 1 1 and onto function, then f is an invertible function. Okay. And after showing that it is an invertible function, the question is to show its inverse. So then what you will do, you can define the f inverse. तो f inverse कैसे define करेंगे? तो x का f का inverse. That means it is defined from 4 to infinity to r plus as f inverse of y. तो y कहाँ पे define किया? Here under root y minus 4, and then find out the composition. That what is f composition of f inverse and f composition of f. अगर ये दोनों का कंपोजिशन आपको आइडेंटिटी फंक्शन मिल रहा है, then you will get the answer. Then you can say that f inverse is this. So with this, the question number 8 I am giving you to solve, giving to you for solution. So you may solve, you can solve this question by yourself. Is there any doubt? Then you can give us a comment. Now let's see the next question. Now the next question we are starting from today, that is the question number 10, 11 and 12. So three questions we have to see. So what is your question number 10? If f is an invertible function, then show that it has a unique function, unique inverse. Question number 10. What is f is invertible function? If f is invertible function. Now, if f is invertible function, then that exists that f is 1 1 and onto. Okay. If f is invertible, then it is clear that it must be 1, 1 and on 2. If f is 1, 1 on 2, so now we can write down let G1 and G2 are two inverse of f. So there are two inverse function we can find out, that is G1 and G2. So therefore we can get f composition of G1 of y is equals to identity on y. Okay, here the function f is from x to y. So f composition of G1 of y is equals to identity on y, and similarly f composition of G2 of y is equals to identity on y for all y belongs to capital Y. Okay, for all y belongs to capital Y. Y can be say as G1 and G2 are the inverse. तो हमारे पास इन्वर्टिबल फंक्शन की डेफिनेशन है that if f is inverse of g, okay, if g is inverse of f, then f composition of g is identity on y and g composition of f is identity on x. So this we have. Now you can see as the identity y, okay, right side is identity y, so therefore we can compare it. So f composition of G1 of y is equals to f composition of G2 of y, but this is the definition we apply. So f of G1 y is equals to f of G2 of y, but as f is our 1 1 function, so if f is 1 1 function, therefore G1 y is equals to G2 y. F of x1 is equals to f of x, implies x1 is equals to x. Reason f is 1 1. Now as f is 1 1, so G1 y is equals to G2 y for all y belongs to capital Y. So by the definition we know that if f of x is equal to g of x for all x belongs to x, then f is equals to g. वो हमने definition 11 में देखा. तो similarly, if g1 y is equals to g2 y for all y belongs to y, that will give g1 is equals to g2, and therefore I can say that f has a unique inverse. So done. Question number 10. How to prove? Okay, I think now you clear what we have done. First the function is invertible, वो हमें question में given ही है. So then if f is invertible, so if it is invertible, that is 1 1 and on 2. Now 1 1 and on 2 है, so that means the inverse must be exist. Inverse, और ये यहाँ से f is invertible means the inverse exists. But I require the 1 1 list, that's why I wrote it. Now as the inverse exists, so we are taking G1 and G2 as two inverse of f. Now if G1 and G2 are inverse, then f composition of G1 of y is equals to identity on y, and f composition of G2 is equals to identity on y. Okay, and then we are comparing these two, so we are getting the new result as a G1 is equals to G2. That means f has unique inverse. हमने ये दो अलग अलग इन्वर्स दिया और प्रूव किया कि वो दोनों सेम है. दैट मीन्स दे आर अ यूनिक. ओके, वो एक ही है. दैट मीन्स f हैज अ यूनिक इन्वर्स. So with this, the question number 10, the proof is over. You can note down in this your notebook. So let me see the next question. I hope you understood this. Obviously it is an easy question. Now let me see question number 11. Now 11 is consider the function f from 1 to 3 to abc. So here the question number 11 is not that much difficult, it's a similar type of the question, but what they have, that f is a function from 1 to 3 to a, b, c, and define as f of 1 is equals to a, f of 2 is equals to b, and f of 3 is equals to c. ये डेफिनेशन आपको क्वेश्चन में दिया है, गिवन है. सो नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज फाइंड f इनवर्स and find and show that f inverse of inverse is equals to f. So what we have to do first, we have to find out the f inverse. तो f inverse फाइंड करने के लिए पहले हमें चाहिए क्या, कि पहले तो हमारा फंक्शन जो है वो इन्वर्टिबल है. If f is invertible, then only we can find out the inverse. So here you can see this function is from 1 2 3 to ABC. और यहाँ पे f(1), f(2) and f(3) gives us the different images. Okay, and the images are A, B and C. That means here all the point having A, B, C, all the elements having some pre-image here. So I can say here like this, by definition of, okay, as defined as per f defined in given question, f is invertible. Okay, f is invertible, or f is 1 1 and on 2. That will be much better. So it is f is 1 1 and on 2. Therefore f is invertible, and therefore I can say inverse exists. As inverse exists, therefore we are defining g. So let me define another function g. तो g हमें कैसे डिफाइन करना है? f के इनवर्स के फॉर्म में. सो इनवर्स मीन्स abc to 1 2 3. और इसका डेफिनेशन भी हम कर लें. जैसे a goes to 1, b goes to 2, c goes to 3. So let me define g. G is defined from a, b, c to 1 2 3 as g of a is equals to 1, okay, g of b is equals to 2 and g of c is equals to 3. कैसे डिफाइन करना है? हाउ द f is defined, उसका इनवर्स, पूरा इनवर्स प्रोसेस है. So now when we can say that this g is the inverse of f if its composition, okay, I am now repeating this word that whenever you have to show that the function is that this is the inverse of function, you have to show the composition. That composition is an identity. So here we have to find out f composition of g and g composition of f. So f composition of g. Now g is a function from ABC, so we start from here g of a. That means f of g of a. That means f of, what is g of a? 1. And what is f of 1? By the definition of function, it is a. Similarly, f composition of g of b. So f of g of b, that means f of 2, that is equals to b. You can see what is g of b? 2. What is f of b? F of 2, b. Okay, and then f composition of g of c. F of g of c, that is f of 3, that is equals to c. So let me write down here, this is our function as an x and this is as a y. So therefore what we are getting is f composition of g is a going to a, b going to b and c going to c. But where this abc belongs to? ABC belongs to the second set, that is ABC. I have defined as a y, so I can write down here identity on y. Okay, and g composition of f. So g composition of f, that is g of f1. That is what is f of 1? You can see the definition. This is g of a, and what is g of a? 1. Similarly, g of f of 2, that is g of f of 2, that is g of b, that is equals to 2. G of f of 3, that is g of f3, that is equal to g of c, that is equals to 3. So therefore you are getting g composition of f is identity on x. Okay, what is your x? 1 2 3. Okay, 1 is going to 1, 2 is going to 2, 3 is going to 2, 3. So g of f is identity on x, and therefore we can say therefore g is inverse of f. Therefore g is equals to f inverse. Okay, so this much we have done. Now further, what we have to do? We have to show that it's inverse. So h can be the inverse of this. So we have defined G and we show that G is the F inverse. So now the further question is show that F inverse of F is equals to F. तो मतलब कि इनवर्स का हमें इनवर्स फाइंड करना है. So what is the inverse of F? That is G. G is the inverse of F. So now what we find out? We will find out inverse of G. तो inverse of G के लिए हमें क्या करना है? We will follow the same process. तो यहाँ पे देखिए आपने क्या किया कि G is the inverse of F. So now we have defined G. So what I am doing? I am define another function that is F. So till that you can note the just note down this in your notebook. I am removing from this. So now further here let us define H. Now H हमको कैसे डिफाइन करना है? तो फिर G पर ध्यान दीजिए. What is G? ABC 2 1 2 3. So H को हमें क्या करना है? डिफाइन करना है इनवर्स ऑफ G के फॉर्म में. So it will be defined from 1 2 3 to A, B and C, right? And how we define that H of 1 इसके इनवर्स के फॉर्म में. So G of A is equals to 1. So H of 1 is equals to A. H of 2 is equals to B. And H of 3 is equals to C. So now we have to show that H is the inverse of G. So that's why we have to follow this process. So we are finding now H composition of G of A as G is from ABC. So H of G of A, that is H of G of A is 1 and H of 1 is similarly H of G of B. So H of G of B is 2 and H of 2 is B. So H of G of C, so H of G of C, that is H of 3, that is equals to C, and therefore we get HOG is equals to identity on Y, and GOH of 1, G of H1, what is H1? A. G of H2, that is G of H2, that is equals to G of A is equals to 1, G of B is equals to 2, and GOH of 3, that is G of H3, that is equals to G of C, that is equals to 3. Okay, so now you understood what we have done. पहले हमने F का इनवर्स G डिफाइन किया और बताया कि G is equals to F इनवर्स. फिर हमने क्या किया? We have defined the inverse of G. H के फॉर्म में डिफाइन किया and now we have shown that. Oh, therefore I should write down here. Therefore, G composition of H is gives us as the identity on X. So, therefore we can say, therefore H is inverse of G. So therefore H is equals to G inverse. Okay, but what is your G inverse? What is your G? F inverse. Therefore F is equals to F inverse of inverse. But by the definition of F and H, what we can say? It is a definition you can see, but as defined definition of as per definition of H, F and H. So F is equals to H. Therefore F is equals to F inverse of inverse and proof. Okay, so this is the proof of the question number 11. What we have done? Now I think you clear with this. What we have to show? That first we have to find out the F inverse. तो F inverse find करने के लिए हमें क्या करना है? जो F का डेफिनेशन है उसके ही इनवर्स फॉर्म में G के डिफाइन करना. Then F inverse of inverse मतलब कि इनवर्स का इनवर्स डिफाइन करना. So for this we will define the inverse of G as the H. Okay, और H डिफाइन कैसे करेंगे? जो G डिफाइन किया उसका इनवर्स. And we will show this identity. Identity will rise, so we are getting that H is a G inverse. But what is the definition of H and F? You can see the both are same. That means F is equals to H, and therefore F is equals to F inverse of inverse. And this is true. So this is your question number 11. Now question number 12. Now question number 12 is, if F is invertible function, then show that the inverse of F inverse is F, that is F inverse of inverse is equals to F. Very easy question. So we are starting. Now F is invertible, therefore F inverse exists, and F composition of F inverse, let me write down here x2y. Then F composition of F inverse is equals to identity on y, and F inverse composition of F is equals to identity on x. Okay, so let F inverse is the function from where to where? Y to x. Okay, so now as we know the definition, so here I just write down this in the reverse way. What we have written? F composition of F inverse is equals to identity on y, and F inverse composition of F is equals to identity on x. So यहाँ पे हम क्या लिखेंगे? बस यही लिखना है, similar way in the reverse way. तो reverse means F inverse composition of F will be identity on x, ये हम पहले लिखते हैं, and F composition of F inverse is identity on y. Therefore, F inverse is inverse of F, that is F inverse is equals to F. Done. So this is the proof of the question number 12. Very easy proof. You can see this, how to prove and how to write. Main thing is how to write this question, because understanding is you have given in a question. It is very clear that if F is equals to F inverse, inverse of the inverse is the function itself. So that you remember that inverse of the inverse is the function itself, and that is the proof. So with this we have stopped our video, today's class. So today we have taken up to question number 12. Okay. In the next class we will see some few questions from your miscellaneous. So till that, please study well, stay healthy. Thank you and have a nice day.